What would you do if your reflection smiled at you before you did? Not after, not at the same time, before. Because that's exactly what happened to 17-year-old Daniel Carter. And what he recorded was never meant to be seen. All right, so this story comes out of a small town in Ohio. Nothing fancy. Quiet streets, old houses, the kind of place where everybody knows everybody. Daniel Carter? Regular kid. Plays video games, scrolls TikTok all night. Kind of shy, not the type to chase attention. But here's the thing. Daniel wasn't trying to go viral. He wasn't chasing clout. He was just recording something weird in his room. And what started as a joke turned into one of the creepiest cases people still argue about online. Daniel lived with his mom. Dad wasn't around much. Their house was old, like built in the 70s old. And his room had this big, full-length mirror, the kind that literally matched everything. Nothing special, at least at first. Now Daniel had a habit, like a lot of people. He'd talk to himself in the mirror, practicing jokes, making faces, just messing around. But one night, something felt off. He's brushing his teeth, looks up, and for just a second, his reflection doesn't match. Like, not dramatically, not horror movie obvious, just slightly delayed, like a lag. You ever seen a video glitch? That tiny delay? Yeah. That. Daniel freezes, then laughs it off. Man, I'm tripping. Because let's be real, that's what anyone would think. But the next night, it happens again. This time, he raises his hand, and his reflection follows, just a fraction of a second late. No, that's not something you ignore. So Daniel does what anyone in 2025 would do. He grabs his phone, starts recording. The video's short. Like 12 seconds. Daniel standing in front of the mirror. He waves. The reflection waves back. But slow. Not crazy slow. Just enough to feel wrong. He uploads it. Caption: "Bro, my mirror lagging." At first, people think it's edited. Glitch effect. Filter. Fake. But Daniel swears it's real. And then he posts another video. This one changes everything. Daniel says, "All right, I'm not moving." He stands completely still, hands at his sides, face blank. The room is silent. And then, the reflection smiles. Not him. The reflection smiling. First, that video blows up. Millions of views overnight. Comments go crazy. Fake. No way. Bro, run. Burn the mirror. But here's the part that gets people. There's no editing cut, no jump, no glitch effect. After that video, Daniel changes. He stops joking, stops replying to comments, starts posting late at night, and every video feels heavier, like something's wrong. He says things like, "I think it watches me when I sleep. I hear it breathing." And then one line that really stuck with people: "It moves when I'm not looking." The third video, fear peaks. This one is hard to watch. Daniel sets up his phone facing the mirror, turns off the lights. Only thing lighting the room is his desk lamp. He sits on his bed, back turned to the mirror, and whispers, "If you're real, do something." Silence. 10 seconds. 20 seconds. Nothing. Then, the lamp flickers, and in the reflection, you see it. Daniel, standing. But in real life, same face, same clothes, but standing, watching. At this point, people stop calling it fake, because even if it is, it's too detailed, too disturbing. And Daniel, he's not acting anymore. He looks exhausted, scared, like he hasn't slept. 3 days later, he uploads one last video. No caption, just him, standing in front of the mirror, face pale, eyes tired. He says, "I think it wants out." Pause. Then he laughs, but it's not normal. It's shaky, forced. And then he stops smiling, but the reflection doesn't. It keeps smiling, wider, too wide, and slowly it raises its hand, but Daniel doesn't move. The reflection presses its hand against the glass, and the video cuts. Police report says Daniel Carter was found in his room the next morning. Just one detail. The mirror was shattered from the inside. Twist, unsettling fact. Here's where it gets weird. Really weird. Because investigators checked the footage, and in the last frame, right before the video cuts, you can see something. Something most people miss. Daniel isn't looking at the mirror anymore. He's looking straight into the camera. Closing, chilling thought. So let me ask you something. Next time you stand in front of a mirror and you smile, are you sure you started it? Call to action, high engagement. If this gave you chills, hit that like button, drop a comment. Do you think this was real or staged? And be honest, have you ever seen something just a little off in your reflection? Subscribe for more stories like this, because trust me, this isn't the only case where something in the mirror moved first.